Canva. Story of a young billionaire who turned her college startup into billion-dollar company. What is the one thing a success story has most of the time? Well, every success story starts with a wave of denials. Before it reached its inspiring success, every successful business had to endure the rigors of time and numerous rejections. This success story is a lot different. After hundreds of rejections, after numerous futile trips to Silicon Valley, one can say Melanie Perkins has had her fair share of struggles on her way to building her billion-dollar company to this day. Now she has created one of the most accessed online design tools that are used for creating resumes, presentations, posters, invites, and certificates. It took over 3 years for Perkins and her husband and co-founder Cliff Obrecht to acquire the first investment for the company before the launching of Canva in 2013. Hi there, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we will be discussing the success story of a young billionaire who turned her college startup into a billion-dollar company. Without further delay, let's get into it. Early childhood of Melanie Perkins. Perth, in the Australian state of West Australia, is where Melanie Perkins was born in 1988. She was born to parents from different ethnic backgrounds. Her mother is Australian by birth, and her father is a Malaysian of Filipino and Sri Lankan ancestry. Her mother worked as a teacher and her father as an engineer. Right from the onset, Perkins had a strong sense of self-reliance, even when she was quite young. When she was just 14 years old, she launched her first company and started selling handmade scarves at local markets in Perth. She always had the dream of becoming a professional skater. Not only the dream, but the desire, as she had always got up every day at 4:30 for training sessions because she understood the dedication it takes to achieve those dreams. Before beginning her academic studies at the University of Western Australia, she spent the majority of her early years attending Sacred Heart College. As she never forgot the independence and exhilaration from starting a firm, she attributes this experience to helping her develop her entrepreneurial drive. Perkins chose to major in communications, psychology, and commerce when she entered the University of Western Australia after high school. Perkins was also a private tutor at the time for people taking graphic design classes. During her job, it would frequently take students a semester at university to be taught the simplest elements of these complex design applications, such as Adobe Photoshop, which she observed that students had trouble mastering. Making the design process simpler, in Perkins' opinion, would be beneficial for business. She wanted to create a platform for design where users didn't need to be technically savvy. At age 19, she left school to start Fusion Books with Cliff Obrecht, which would become her first business, creating her first company. Melanie and her partners founded their first business, Fusion Books, after she dropped out of college. Students in their junior and senior years were able to use a relatively straightforward drag-and-drop tool provided with a variety of design templates to create their school yearbooks utilizing this platform. Melanie actually wanted to use her software to simplify the entire design process, but she concluded that it was not the rational course of action, given the competition from well-known companies and her lack of resources and experience. In addition to managing the school yearbook, her mother was a teacher. The high level of consumer friction, she reasoned, would make yearbooks a good niche to test the idea for Canva after she looked at the amount of time needed to design a yearbook. For every startup company, there is a place that symbolizes where they begin building their company. As for Melanie, that place has to be in the Duncraig living room of her mother, which was where she had begun working on her first company. To gain new customers for her firm, she made connections with people at colleges and institutions. Her mother occasionally assisted them in printing the yearbooks. Melanie finally reached her peak 5 years later, when Fusion Books surpassed all competition to become Australia's largest yearbook publisher. It then began to spread into nations like France and New Zealand over the ensuing years. However, Melanie Perkins wasn't going to stop with that success. She had a grander vision to make graphic design easy and accessible to all. With her partner Obrecht's support as the Canva co-founder, the two began crafting a new business together. Setbacks suffered before launching Canva. 2011 saw Perkins and Cliff Obrecht looking to build their work with Fusion Books, and to build on that, allowing users to create any design without requiring a graphic design degree. This included creating ebooks, business cards, social media postings, and wedding invitations, was the basic concept behind Canva. For those who needed to design something, but did not have the necessary skills, the online digital design platform's template-based and user-friendly interface provided a significant solution. Canva altered the criteria necessary to develop high-quality graphics by making the service available without charge. In Perth, she sought out numerous small investors, but more than 100 of them declined to invest. Overall, they faced difficult obstacles in their quest to raise money from investors. Rejection hurts a lot, but failure was never an option. For better or worse, when I set my mind to something, I don't give up very easily at all. Being rejected a lot in our initial stages just meant that I had to try harder and refine my strategy. Despite the constant rejection, Melanie Perkins had shown a lot of perseverance and dedication and refused to give up. there was nothing she wouldn't do to see her company through to success. Turning point: launching of Canva. First, let's start with how the company got its name. The company was originally known as the Canvas Chef to demonstrate how the program could provide all the components, fonts, graphics, and pictures required to design anything. That ultimately lost favor with the co-founders, and when the team was searching for a new name, one of the team's engineers revealed that Canvas was pronounced Canva in French. From there, history was written. After numerous rejections from investors, Melanie and her partner, looking forward to funding from various sources, and had faith in themselves and their company. A well-known investor named Bill Try paid a visit to Perth around this time to judge a startup competition. Over dinner, Obrecht and Melanie revealed to him their Canva-related concept. Rick Baker from Blackbird Ventures was one of the other venture capitalists present. Despite not receiving investment, they established themselves as a staple at Try-hosted events for startups and investors. The two partners met Lars Rasmussen, the co-founder of Google Maps, at some of the gatherings that were conducted in Silicon Valley. He exhibited an interest in their concepts, but instructed the founder to put everything on hold until they were able to assemble a tech staff of the necessary caliber. Rasmussen then acted as Canva's technical advisor, introducing them to Cameron Adams, a former Google employee with the necessary technological know-how. Although he was starting his firm, he wasn't interested in working with theirs at the time, and also attempted to raise money for his company. Melanie wrote him another email. Fortunately, he consented to join Canva, where he served as Chief Product Officer and third founder. After Cameron joined the company and contributed money to the brand's expansion, the dark times for Canva came to an end. After receiving 2 rounds of seed funding, they formally launched Canva in 2013. The company's 3 co-founders, Melanie as CEO, Obrecht as COO, and Cameron as CPO, also announced their respective positions. The rise of Canva was nothing short of meteoric. The company quickly expanded and diversified. They also extended the company's reach to Beijing and Manila over the ensuing months. Canva's success over the years. Without much excitement, the Canva platform ultimately became public in August 2013. A few tech blog reviews were given to it, but they did little to raise the bar Canva set for prospective customers. Adams and his IT team were disappointed, but chose to keep working on spreading the word about the platform, despite staying up all night at the launch to manage signups. After only 1 month, 50,000 users had already signed up as a result of their efforts. Over 600,000 people used Canva in 2014, producing more than 3.5 million designs. Not too shabby for a site that had only been live for a year. With the company introducing a $10 per month premium version of its services in 2015, Canva had now become a one-stop shop for everything marketing and promotional, catering primarily to corporate enterprises with high-quality design features and the option to select from millions of royalty-free stock photos for their ad campaigns. The user-friendly design software's interface is the primary factor in Canva's success. Online design creation is accessible to everyone. Canva is accessible to and used by everyone, in contrast to other sophisticated and pricey design software programs. Melanie Perkins' quick rise to billionaire status was made possible by Canva's quick success. Well, don't be shocked to learn that Canva's creators didn't create it with the intention of making a fortune for themselves, which is why she intends to give it all away. That's correct. Perkins claims that when she started Canva, her objectives were for it to grow to be one of the largest corporations in the world, and for her to be able to give back to society as much as she could as a result of its success. Canva today. With the creation of Canva, Perkins realized her vision of a platform for visual design that was simple to use and required little design expertise. Users of this site have countless choices for creating original graphics, making it an incredible substitute for Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator. The best thing about Canva today, Canva has over 30 million active users spread over 190 countries, even though Adobe still controls the global market. When Canva reported a profit of $1.86 million on $25.1 million in revenue in just the first half of the year in 2017, it was one of the uncommon stories in the startup sectors. The access to more than 40,000 templates for its premium members have been made possible thanks to Melanie and her team. The website runs a free-to-use model. With just a little business expansion outside of Australia, Melanie was able to achieve an enormous reputation in Silicon Valley. She became a discussion point for many American tech entrepreneurs. The company raised $60 million in 2020, raising its valuation to $6 billion as a result. Melanie's net worth increased to $1.3 billion, making her the 3rd wealthiest woman in Australia. Perkins' life today. Melanie Perkins, who is in her early 30s, has struggled and accomplished a lot at a relatively young age. While she and Clift Obrecht were joyfully married in January 2021, they both have big plans for the future, including expanding Canva Inc. and helping as many people as they can with the resources they have. In 2021, she and Obrecht pledged $12 billion, 30% of the company, to fight against extreme poverty. Perkins has a full schedule because she is a fantastic leader and is busy running the #1 unicorn company in the world that is led by a woman. By personally integrating all new workers, she provides for her staff, which is now over 1,500 people. She presents the investor deck, discusses her vision for the company, and summarizes the team's culture during this meeting. Additionally, all employees have the chance to purchase stock options that would equal 5% of the company, making them part owners of the company. Canva also donates in a variety of other ways, such as by providing instructors and nonprofit groups with free access to premium services. Melanie is confident that she and her team will soon establish themselves as a global leader in the digital design sector because she believes that her contacts and community are crucial for her company to grow. Conclusion: you now understand that when you use Canva to design something in the future, you are helping a company that is dedicated to resolving the world's most pressing issues. I hope you had a good time watching the success story of Melanie Perkins. Thanks for watching today's video. Please hit the like button and tell us your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any updates from us. See you in the next video.